hello, Kalu Kalay. My name is Notepad, and on and I write games for fun. So what are we doing today? Today we're going to be working more on 0 Hour Squadron, a game about flying giant spaceships and blowing each other up. Didn't really work on it this weekend, for the very dedicated reason of I don't want to burn out too fast on this, because I was getting pretty bad there near the end. I instead was working on this nightmare shit show. Slowly and steadily we were making progress on the, I guess you would call this the Redux. There we go. I guess you would call this a Redux, but I wouldn't really also call it a Redux at the same time. But yeah, we worked on that mostly over the weekend. Thank you very much, Balarius Gaming, Balarius, for, thank you very much for following. But yes, we are going to be working on combat today. Yes, today is combat day. And to make sure that you all know how official I am, I've got my tape measure. Yes, I have a tape measure. I think everyone should invest in a tape measure in their life. You may be thinking, Notepad, why do you have a tape measure? And the answer is, do you realize how many things in this beautiful world require a tape measure? Yeah, it's great. These things are very useful just to have around the house. They're like, what, $4 at best? And that's if you get a really nice one. Yeah. Ultra tough, ultra steel, 12-foot long tape measure. Yes, I have a tape measure. Because I might need to double check some things. But, yes. What are we working on today? We're working on combat. How would you reach adulthood without buying a tape measure? You would be astounded, Spartan. You would be absolutely amazed. But yes, today is combat. Good old combat. Got a lot of stuff to do. Last time we did a lot of getting all of this set up. Took a little bit longer than I was hoping for, but hey, that comes with that comes with the territory, I guess. So we're gonna work on this today. Do you know that the wiggly bit at the tip? Nope, it's the wiggly bit. Yeah. Yeah. Get there. But yes. Anything else fun happened this weekend? No, it was a very dull weekend. I played Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and we fought a Cyclops, and we kind of kicked its ass because it kept failing all its will saves. Except when it didn't. Anytime I cast a spell, of course, it critically succeeded at its will saves. Because God is dead, and I can never have nice things in any game I play where I require saves. Generally speaking, we're making good time. Email the guy about Sparkle Sorcery. First things first. Email the guy about Sparkle Sorcery. Hopefully he gets back to me. If not, I have to email the guy about the JoJo game. I'm going to give the guy a week. I'm going to give the guy a week as usual. I just have to email him. I have to email the JoJo guy. Generally speaking, I have basic ideas how I want to do the JoJo game. But I want to do Sparkle Sorcery because I have an idea of how to do Sparkle Sorcery, and Sparkle Sorcery is going to be kind of a test bed for other things in the future. So I'm trying to kill multiple birds with one stone here. That's half the fun. Outside of that, I've had to deal with the really entertaining life of posting the Fear and Hunger video and the Clan Head video. Now, here's the thing. Anytime I post detoxes, and there's a reason why I don't post double detoxes anymore. The thing is, what occurs is that people leave comments, and then I have to fix those comments. And then I have to fix these things repeatedly, and then they keep making comments, and then it never ends. Clan Head's probably worse, because Clan Head has a lot of fucking problems. And I am to the point where I'm just going to say fuck it and rewrite chunks of Clan Head at this point. But another part of me wants to completely ignore it because I don't care. It's amazing how I just don't give a shit because I didn't get anything from the commissioner for like about 2 months. I didn't get anything from the commissioner, and the last thing I got from the commissioner was I'm changing all the lore because I don't like the lore very much. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I gracefully ignored them. So that's always fun and exciting. But yeah, that comes with the territory, I guess. Outside of that, honestly, move on. One of those things where my ego does not let me do that. That's the problem, Gabriel. It is the constant struggle of my fucking ego says I have to fix it because it's me. On the other hand, it's the I don't give a shit because it's a commission project that the person paid me money for. And he never commented on it, so I'm assuming he liked it. So I'm saying, okay, who cares? Like, it's done. Like, but yeah, no, it's that's just kind of the nature of the beast a little bit there. Let's see, is there anything else fun and exciting to kind of think about? This week we're going to talk about Dominion rules. We're going to talk about Dominion rules and Sword Chronicles. Dominion rules is going to be weird to talk about because Dominion rules is more interesting to talk about that it's technically an open source game, like a purely open source one, rather than the fact that it's like a fun, exciting game. That's kind of the thing there. And Sword Chronicles is going to be fun because I'm like, guess what, everybody? It's a Song of Ice and Fire role-playing game, except they somehow made it worse. It's better written, but worse made. It's really fascinating. It is a really fascinating premise. And, yeah, that's kind of the, that's kind of the nature of the beast there. That's what this week is looking like. But today, I want to finish up combat. Yes, today is going to be combat day. We're going to finish up the entirety of combat. That might sound a little bit, that may sound very endearing, very like, wow, Notepad, that seems pretty daring. And the answer is, yeah, it does seem pretty daring, but we're going to do it anyway, or at least desperately try. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how we're going to actually structure this. We're going to do energized systems. This is going to be, what we need to do here is we need to explain energy. We need to explain energy distribution. We effectively need to say, this is all the systems you can designate energy to, and this is how you do it. Then we're going to move on to structure and initiative, which I might switch these two around. I don't know yet. Part of me wants to start with structure and initiative. Say, here's what we have to do, and then lead into, this is what you do during the energy phase. Another part of me wants to say, here's the energy phase. It's super important. Here's how you distribute energy. Here's what you're distributing energy to. Then we lead into structure and initiative with it being like a sentence. But effectively, we need to do I would say it's kind of the three phase initiative, which is momentum, momentum, action, which is momentum, action, logistics. Momentum, action, logistics, all your movement phases. You make an action, you do logistics. There's a part of me that wants to say to put in the overcharge phase. And effectively with the idea of the overcharge phase is you say, hey, I want to go again. I want to take another action. However, because I'm taking another action, I kill half my energy. If I have 8 energy, I only have 4 energy now, but I'm overcharging. I'm saying, hey, I'm going to do something more. I want to keep, I'm within range. I want to fire my guns again, but I'm killing all my engines. I'm killing all my shields. It's kind of that gamble there. Ever thought of making an iceberg TTRPG video? Honestly, we're already spelunking at the bottom of the iceberg for like 90% of the videos I do. So it's not really worth talking about. Generally speaking, if we do an iceberg video, it would be something more along the lines of a very specific system, or a very specific company, or a specific idea. Or I would need to do it on a person, if that makes sense. I would need to do it like John Wick, for example. John Wick, you could probably do an iceberg on him of all the shit he's worked on and all the things that people kind of know about him, and is like, here's some deeper stuff, here's his other games that he's worked on. On the other hand, it's like John Wick. But yeah, that's really reason why, because again, we're already at the bottom of the iceberg, metaphorically speaking, so it's not really worth making an iceberg video. You're uniquely qualified to make a TTRPG system iceberg. Yeah, but here's the problem, and I'll show you why making an iceberg video would be somewhat goofy, somewhat silly. For me, anyway. You say, oh, you're uniquely qualified. I'll tell you why it would be silly. So let's say this is our iceberg. The problem is, most games up here, these first 2 rungs, are 99% of what people know. Everything below here is weird shit that no one really knows about. But if we're really being specific, anything past here, anything kind of past this kind of like D&D Call of Cthulhu, there is a significant drop. And it's like, we are already in this section. We are already very firmly already down like here shit. We've already covered Woof Meow. Like, I still don't think Woof Meow is a real game, even. Like, yeah, one of the deepest depths of, is like the D40 system. The point of an iceberg is to make people feel smart. You know, the point of an iceberg. Well, again, it's already like by virtue of even being on my channel, you already are at the bottom of the iceberg. Like, that's the secret. Like, you're already at the bottom of the iceberg. So it's like, why bother making a video being like, here's a video of all the shit I've already covered. It's like, yeah, nah. I got weirder shit to talk about. I got more, you know, more strange bullshit. Again, if we were to do an iceberg, if we were to do something like that, again, it would be my very unique triangle format. If we were to do something like that, it would probably be like the D&D iceberg, in which is like, oh, well, you get your 5Es, you know, you get your standard D&D, and like down here, you get like Enchanted Country. Like, you would have to find, what you would need to do is you would need to find things that are more specific, but it's like, I don't really know what even to bother looking for that. That's the issue. I make the chart, you explain. That's physically painful. Goodness. I'll continue doing my videos. They will get their minimal traction, and I will be okay with it. because they are getting traction now. How did the let's play a game. Let's play a game, everybody. Let's look at the magic YouTube plays. How did the videos? Bunger video, Clan Head video, the D&D video did exponentially better than I thought, and it was effectively exactly what I thought would happen. Almost to a T that I knew it was going to happen, and it was very funny. But yeah, these two did about as well as I thought they would do. Detoxes usually don't do as well. Yeah, also we had one very funny comment that I really enjoy. It's okay to bring something. It's okay to criticize when you bring something positive to the table, like a better game or a homebrew of existent one. But I am afraid I learned nothing new, just wasted my time. I don't really know what the plan was for going over Shadow Dark, because it's funny, because I don't think people ever watch the Shadow Dark video. I think that's always the funny part. People never watch the Shadow Dark video because I even say Shadow Dark's not bad. I outright say it, but no one listens to it. It's funny. I say Shadow Dark's not bad. It's just another one, and that's my biggest problem with it. Okay, I'm gonna teach you what Shadow Dark is. Have you ever read an OSR game before? Actually, you should say, have you ever read a game like Morkborg before? Congratulations, you've read Shadow Dark. Shadow Dark is another OSR game. It has one gimmick, and the gimmick isn't even that unique. And it kind of fell off, and I don't really see anyone talk about Shadow Dark really anymore. It was one of those things, like, I knew it was going to happen, but I still feel sad about it. Okay, so let's see. Let's do structure and to initiative. We do structure and initiative first, then we lead into energized systems. So... Actually. No, I need to do energized systems, don't I? I need to do energized systems first. Because I need to explain what that means to determine initiative. Okay. Let's see. A starship is built around its engine, allowing it to... at the start of combat and during the logistics phase, let's see. Distribute energy among their systems to power, depower, power. And tank hits that would cripple them. There are a total of engine power. There's engine power, shields, sensors, and actually I have skills. Edge, shields, engine, tech, sensors, and there are a total of 1, 3, 4. There are a total of 6 different. Let's see. There are a total of 6 different skills. Granting unique benefits to the starship. Everything is built around it. So we do that, and then we do insert table 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2. Edge, shields, engine, tech, sensors, weapon. We do that, and we need to hit that oxanium. Insert. System. Fact description. Adds initiative. We have initiative bonus. Shields of flats. We want to do damage reduction. Damage reduction. And blunt kinetic armaments. Then we have our energy. Movement. Combat. Let's see. Activating installed modules to receive their effects and bonuses. Effects and range. Activating installed weapons. We do this. We do this. In case you're wondering, yes, it is actually called a cum drive. Thank you very much. We are very serious here, as you all know. Oh, goodness. It's yet another OSR fantasy heartbreaker. It's not even yet another OSR fantasy heartbreaker. It's almost like the quintessential OSR fantasy heartbreaker, or I should say O5R, because that's the entire thing. It's, oh, let's bring OSR and 5e together in a big happy family. Like, it's to the point where you can roughly understand the entirety of Shadow Dark by virtue of like just knowing another OSR games. You can almost play the entirety of Shadow Dark without ever reading the book, because it's that. I'll have you know, you cannot go FTL with your cum drive. You have to use your pop drive. You pop drive into something, then use your cum drive to get to another planet in the system. Come on. Or you can cum drive to a place and then pop drive out. Come on, Spartan. It's not like, it's like you're not catching your lore here. What are you talking? Why are you talking about a cum drive? Yeah, the combustion unified momentum drive. It's our non-FTL drive. You know, come. Come on, guys. Why are you being so immature about things? Alright. Let's see. So let's see. What you want to do? Check something. Learning when to shunt power. Learning when to shunt or the ranger pilot skills. Ranger pilot skills allow them to have free power in the system. Any power gained through the pilot skill, through the ranger skills. I mean, we already have one of the special modules just called the Come Zone, in which you just hit a button and you go super fast. Any power gained through the ranger skills. It's kind of a weird note. I just want to say, like, yeah, you are, like, if you do get, you will get bonus power based on your skills. If you do get these, it's applied after. Like, don't get, like, oh, I have X amount or whatever. It's like, it's applied after. Okay, so structure and initiative. We're going to learn about... Here's what we're gonna do. Let's see, we'll distribute. That's not it. Determine their starting order. Each ranger and enemy will and let's see, and add any edge they have. Because yes, to power your come drive, you have to edge. Come on. Each ranger will roll maneuver their ship and add anything in their edge. Bomb is divided into phases, turns, and round. A phase. Let's see. How did I word it? Let's see. has the initiatives of all ships. Of all ships, ascend from the lowest. From the lowest. Each ship may each starship will move up to their current engine power, in inches in any direction. In any direction of their, let's see, each starship will move in the current engine power in inches in any direction of their choice. Any starship that has invested more in edge, may choose to steal a position during the momentum phase. Let's see. So effectively, if you invest in Edge 1, you get a +1 to your initiative. But if someone invests in Edge 0 and may be slower than you, the people who are slower are going to move first. You can say, "No, I want to move first. I'm going to move first," and then you can move, and now they can move. Nice initiative as they take action, And finally doing the logistics phase. Let's see, perform any upkeep damage effects or that may be occurring. Let's see. Any missiles in space will move one step closer to their target. Any missiles in space will move closer to their target, and if they connect, So fun. Any starship may choose to skip the overcharge phase. Any starship may choose to skip the overcharge phase. Let's see. During this time, they may choose to half their current energy output. Reducing energy to systems, but not redistributing it. How do I want to word this? This would be actually the starship does not perform an overcharge phase. They may still any so this is correct. So effectively what I want to do is if you're doing the you have the action phase. You go to the momentum phase, then you go to the overcharge phase. Then you do the overcharge phase into the logistics phase. We move, we assign our actions. We assign all our actions. Then we do the logistics phase. Actually, no, I know what we can do. Can I go into your streaming early today, Nody? I keep getting that from people. I'm streaming pretty normally while I'm supposed to be streaming. Because yes, I want you to understand that I'm supposed to stream at 5:30 on these days. I don't stream at 5:30 because I forget about it. Or something happens. Because I usually have dinner at this time as well. That's the ideal outcome, but I don't sleep well. And because I don't sleep well, I tend to forget things, or I wake up late, or things just go wrong. And then my life is on fire. As is the case with many things in life. So, basic idea, basic premise. You snap into action. You distribute energy across your city, determine order, and you will roll the maneuver there. What am I? Resulting in their initiative. Unroll maneuver leadership, resulting in their initiative. This is referred to as the starship's turn. Finally, during the legit performs upkeep, damage effects may occur. Any missiles in space move closer to target, and if they connect, they will deal damage. After all upkeep has been performed, all starships will redistribute energy and loop back to the next round's momentum phase. Less we want to... Add their edge system. This determined the rounds. This determined the rounds initiative. There we go. So the entire idea is we start with initiative, we move, we take actions, we have the options of overcharging once, then we do logistics, and at the very end we redistribute energy and loop back to the round's initiative phase. I'll have you know, I only have a single beer now. Let's see. That should work. Not perfect, but it should work. Then we move on to... Okay. Okay, combat action. Let's see. An attempt to survive the entire ordeal. Should a each action is divided between a major and a minor action. Between a major and minor action. Major actions. See. See. No. That it can effectively, you are able to take a major minor action or two major minor or two minor actions. Ooh. This and we type in major actions. Major action. Actually no. 3. So major actions. What's our really basic major actions from? We don't need this. Complicated actions. Okay, so basic things we need to do. Emergency. So what we're going to add is we're going to add in a desperate repair. Desperate repair, very minor heal. Very minor heal. Nothing much. Full burn move equal to engine. Move equal to engine power. Move equal to engine power in inches. Very basic things here because we don't really need, there's not much we need to do here. Let's think what okay, here's what we're going to do. This we're going to do. They may repair one damaged module or weapon. If we do full burn. All powered kinetic, laser, or missile weapons. Let's see. The ranger chooses all powered kinetic, laser, or missile weapons and fires them at a target within range of the They're determined by weapon minimum range, plus sensors up to the weapon. Range of the up to. Let's see. The range of the weapons are range of the weapons are determined by weapon minimum range plus sensors up to the weapon's maximum range. Kinetic weapons will then add all dice together, and roll for their damage against the target. Laser weapons will automatically do a set amount of damage. Should the target have shields powered, kinetic weapons will take a flat penalty to damage, breaking the shields after. And let's see. Laser weapons will be rendered to 0 damage. So you cannot be used to damage a target. These are our major actions. That's legitimately it, because major actions are not too exciting. We don't need to do it. Then we get to actually. Yep, enough to understand, and then we move on to minor action. Hey, I already drank that 6-pack, thank you very much. I already drank that one. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, Rick. People are being let's see. Okay, so So what we need to do is... Okay, so break lock. We need to do a break lock action, easy enough to understand. Change missile charge it. Charge pop drive. Power cycling, clear ECM. Clear ECM damage. We don't need this. Fancy flying. Fancy flying. The captain roll. Actually, no. Maneuver to move. Fire weapon. Lock on. Trivial action. Go. Really all we need to worry about, don't we? Again, this looks like I'm like, oh, you're just taking shit from Void Haunters. Yes, because that's another space game about flying, so I want to make sure I'm getting everything vaguely correct when it comes to minor actions, because there aren't actually many actions to do. But that's okay. That's the point. There aren't supposed to be a astronomical number of different fucking, abilities to really kind of work with. That's not really the point. More about, like, how do you manage all of these things. Okay, so we want to do... Does a sick barrel roll, or just flies really well. Actually, no, fuck it. We're gonna call it a barrel roll. We're gonna call it a barrel roll. Does a sick barrel roll. Breaking all lock-ons they have on them. Let's see if there are missiles pursuing the Ranger. Scramble the missile. Yep. Flick a switch and cause their missiles to divert to another target within range. The ranger. Edge system energy into their pop drive during this time. Let's see. This doesn't seem very difficult, but it's you have to put power into your engine and your edge. And you are effectively saying, okay, hey, I'm going to shift all my power into engine and edge. So if you put 5 in there and you put, let's say you put 5 into engine, 5 into edge, you have to now get rid of all of that shit and put it directly into your pop drive. This is an issue if you if you are forced to take an overdrive action, because then you don't have that. So you might have, oh, I could distribute 10, I can distribute 12 power, but I put 5 into my pop drive. You have to now get rid of, effectively, it would be, you need to distribute 3 power elsewhere to desperately try and not die, and you can't put in your engine or edge. So it's like, yeah, okay, fuck you. You're going to have a bad time. Like, this is your oopsie doopsie. Like, I want to get out of dodge here real fast. I'm going to die. Clear all ECM damage that the starship is currently suffering from. They'll regain energy, but do not do that. Let's see, the ranger rolls the maneuver there. The ranger rolls the maneuver of their starship. Choose one powered weapon within range and may fire it at a target, dealing damage. Then we do lock on. Let's see. Ranger chooses a target within their sensor range, their sensor system. And Yep, that's the power right there. Yeah, say, hey, I know where you are, even if you break line of sight. Then we are going to do the manual reload. Finally, the final one would be a trivial action. Okay. Let me see if I can do some. Can I do some fancy footwork? Let's see. We do that. Then we select all of these. Ooh, this is going to be real fucking close if I'm able to, and it works. Ooh boy, sexo time. This is what I like to see when everything works out just fucking fine. There we go. Boom. Everything's here. Those are minor actions. Here's our major actions. And okay. Yeah, we're good. Do a barrel roll. Yep, pretty much. Then we get to do soak actions. Soak actions. There are First is that there's no ground to land on, no ground to land, and the second is that any damage is lethal damage. Sustains damage from it. Let's see. When a ranger sustains damage from an attack. They will have the option of attempting to soak damage. Normally when they are hit, the ranger will Normally when they are hit, the ranger will reduce their hull by the amount of damage sustained. Normally, when they are hit, the ranger will reduce their hull by the amount of damage sustained. If they have powered shields, powered shield. No, let's see. What if they are struck with laser weapons? They will entirely mitigate it. That is the ultimate secret to fighting people with laser weapons. Put 1 point into shields, and you will not die. The problem is that if they break your shields, laser weapons will kill you immediately. They are incredibly dangerous. They are incredibly dangerous, so having someone as a dedicated laser boat is a very valid tactic. They have just a bunch of laser weapons. If someone breaks the enemy's shields, and then they march up, and they hit the kill everything button, and then they explode. That's the secret. Hull reaches 0, the ship enters critical state before exploding violently, killing the ranger in a blaze of short-lived glory. By performing soak actions. Soaks are... Like these going. These come from modules, relationships, or the universal soaks, These may come from modules, relationships, or the universal soaks. Or relationship soaks. Let's see. One of the most potent soaks the ranger has are their relationships, choosing to tap one of their relationships to avoid incoming damage. This is representative of the ranger flailing, and fighting too. With the memory of their keeping them going, whether it is a whether it is a lover to feel the embrace of once again, or a burning rivalry that they'll never let. If they were to die. That pretty basic thing is just like, this is what relationship soaks are, this is how they function, why they are the way they do. So if you have a relationship of 5, you could say, I'm tapping that relationship, I just reduce damage by 5. That's all that it is. I have literally I hate you so much that I do not want to die, because I want to kill you before I die, because fuck you, that's why. I hate you so much, you have kept me alive. Okay, the universal soaks. Each of these universal soaks. Let's see. Universal soaks force rangers suffer in some capacity, while others may only be used a certain number of times. Let's see, recovering soaks by skipping the overcharge phase allows a let's do is we're going to go back up here real fast, and then we're going to do one soak action they use during the round, so they can use soaks again. Okay, so basic soaks that we want to add. So first things first, we're actually going to go up to the Kajin. There we go. Hello, Kajin. First things first. Lucky break. Already have the relationship soak. Evasive maneuver. I need that. Other soaks here. Okay, so critical injury, lucky break, evasive maneuver. Blasted engine. Blasted engine, blown out weapon, broken module. Cracked canopy. Let me think. What would be some other good ones? Spaceship. Let's see. So, critical injury. Critical injury is simple. You are, you have got a piece of rebar going through your legs currently. You are incredibly injured and bleeding to death. Have fun. Lucky break. You kind of just avoid all the damage because bullshit. The problem is this does not start available to you. You have to skip an overcharge phase, unless you're Mutorian, of course. And then you get it for free. Evasive maneuver. Every round, you can trigger evasive maneuver. Yeah. View torrent. Blasted engine. I'm going to say the blasted engine you can do a few times, but the idea is that every blasted engine, you reduce your power by 3. This is crippling for some people. You reduce your total power by 3. You do that 3 times, you have -9 power. And if your ship ever reaches 0 power, you're just dead in the water. Blown out weapon, pretty easy. Your one of your weapons gets damaged. Broken module, one of your modules gets damaged. Cracked canopy is... What we can do with the cracked canopy is you can get the idea that that effectively the ship that you're looking out of it has been cracked and your ship is breaking apart currently. It is, you do not have very long before you will get into you will need to do EVA. Like you are now on a time limit. Being like, yeah, your ship's fucking broke. Like your air is rapidly leaving your ship currently. Actually, psychic vision. This is going to be pretty much reserved for the 2 psychics. And the 2 psychics who get this, the entire thing there is saying, oh, hey, I saw this coming and I get to reduce it down by whatever my attunement is. This doesn't seem very useful until you realize there are 2 psychics and neither of them are really good at combat. Let's think. What's some other good ones? What's some other good horrible things that can happen in your starship to avoid taking direct hull damage? Critical system. That'll be a full one. If we do a full critical system, the idea is, hey, you've burnt out one of your systems, that it's critical now. And if it's critical now, you can only put like 2 points into it. Doesn't matter what it is, you can put two energy into it. And it's like, uh-oh. You've cut down your options. It's saying, hey, my engine's critical. I can put 2 points into my engines now. I can move 2 inches. I can move barely anywhere. I am not moving anywhere. I blow out my edge. I can no longer use my edge. My edge is in critical condition. I'm not moving very fast now. I can't get that initiative anymore. I'm having a bad time. Actually, you lose all your maneuver. What's some other good ones? Trying to think. Spaceship. Actually, Cosmetic damage. Hey, you've taken cosmetic damage. Your ship looks like shit now. It looks like dog shit. Hey, you're also rangers and supposed to look cool, so that's something you gotta fix, though. That's kind of the problem. It's like, yeah, that's something you gotta fix after. Let's think. God, what would be? It would be so let's just write down some of these so far. So we want to do name, soak, description. Okay. So name, soak, description. How much damage it actually. So we want to do, so grab all of our things right here. I think that's good. I mean, so if we do, Mm. 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 Play smart, not hard. Lucky break. Oh. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. And they're dead meat use ones. Mm. 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 Let's bring it down to. There we go. Do you always have that constant recover? No, you have the ability to constantly use it. Round based, we want to do blown out end weapon. Blown out weapon. Mm. Mm. Ooh. Oh, you have to buy every time you use it. There is actually, I do have a module that does that. It's called a blade of armor. That's kind of the issue with the blade of armor is that you blow it off, you reduce all the damage to the 0. The problem being it takes up space and it takes up reason, but that's one of the modules. That's not a universal soak. These are things that you can always do. Modules are going to be kind of their own thing, just because I know they're going to be fucking annoying to write. Let's see. Cracked canopy. Actually, let's see. Let's see. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I'm going to put these here so I know what they are. But here's what we got. Once. Cracked canopy. You're going to die. Have fun, asshole. Let's see. EF. That. Very. Actually, none. I know what we can do. We can go all the way down here and burnt viewport. Get smoked. They, Been a complicated action to recover it. Until then, all weapons have a range of 1. Burnt viewports are really bad. Psychic vision. Critical system failure. Psychic vision, critical system. Starship maneuver. We do the 2d8 and we say no, you cannot recover that once your maneuver just Oh, people are pinging me. Who's pinging me? Why are you pinging me? Bum, 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 bum. People are pinging me randomly. Yeah, no, it's the Blue Archive. To give you the idea, the Blue Archive Japanime is airing, and I was sent this image to give you the true extent of my misery. Because I wrote the Blue Archive role-playing game, and because I wrote the Blue Archive role-playing game, it is impossible to get a good idea of how big Kavotos is. But now we know. This is a part of Kavotos, a single part. This is not like a little area. This is a city. Now here's a problem. This is a city on top of another city on top of another city. Life is a meme, and I cannot escape it. I am God's silliest fucking clown for writing the Blue Archive role-playing game extravaganza. 2d6 we want to roll. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 There we go. Comm shutdown is really bad because the entire idea of the comm shutdown is, hey, I can't use my ship. I can't use any of my relationships anymore. Dead in the water. Mm. 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 Yep. Can you use this again? Yes. You can use this once per round. The problem is, you literally lose an entire action doing it. Mm. Mm. Nope, circuit. Uh. This and this. We do this. Okay, do cuckoo choo choo, cuckoo choo choo. Can we? Mm. Mm. There we go. There we go. Oh boy. This is a little tight, but we can make it work, everyone. We're making it work. There we go. We hit that. So what we do is we select all of you. We hit this table properties, put it in the middle. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Boom, boom, boom. I love hive cities. Yes, Kavodos is not even like a fucking hive city. It's like 6 hive cities built on top of one another. It's fucking bonkers. Shit is nuts. Mm. 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 Actually, fuck. Here's what we're going to do. Ooh. We do this, and then we say, we pinned this, sending. Do we find special lucky break? Mm. 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 Only the Aras and Lali have access to it, being natural psychic. To this. Oh god, I'm dying. Okay, so. Mentat hull. We already established that with lock on. Why locking on is really good because you get to add your aim bonus. Kinetic is featured in there. Aim is featured in there. Mentat is attunement. Quick, silver tongue. Mm. Mm. There we go. Congratulations. You may always just give snappy one-liners. If you give snappy one-liners, you will. Yeah, if you give snappy, terrible one-liners, you're going to be able to get things. I never put in module damaged. Uh-oh. Dismodulation. Of course, yeah, you got if you're not giving snappy one-liners, what's the point of being a hotshot space pilot? Not saying you have to give snappy one-liners, you just need to use that rhetoric ability. And yes, you could use it every round as long as you are the possibility to have something like surgical implant or a psychic amplifier for non-psychic species, like you go through leveling 3 attunement, you burn 30k to become a psychic. I was thinking about doing something like that, but on another hand, I was like, nah, there's just 2 psychic races in the galaxy, and that's just it. And the thing is, they're both weird, and I wanted to make a point of saying they're both weird, and people are a little bit creeped out by them in their own way. Because one is a psychic vampire, and the other just constantly wants to be babied by other people. One is literally helpless at doing anything productive. Probably the only thing that I would end up doing is giving is if you manage to get through everything and you manage to do a bunch of things, like you have the ability to maybe get the 5D stuff. But on the other hand, I'm like, nah, Zalbada. Let's play as Zalbada. You can do that. So maybe I should give Zalbada something. You already have a laser gun in your hand. Fuck you. You can do whatever you want. Yep. These things, so we have all the soaks. Let's think, what else do we need for combat? I feel like I'm missing something. Actually, what we should do. Let's see. Ballistic and laser damage are treated as normal. Being reduced by soaks. EMP damage, however, actually I should say E damage. E damage, actually, we'll say, however, ECM damage applies, Let's see. ECM damage doesn't directly target the doesn't directly target the hull. Instead, it targets the Let's see. Should the starship take ECM damage, they will reduce the energy they have to work with ECM damage. They will reduce the energy they have to work with by it. This energy is locked. This energy is energy is lost until the logistics phase, or they choose to let's see, a starship. Cannot be destroyed by ECM damage, nor can it be crippled. Let's see. Starship cannot be destroyed by ECM damage, but a drifting starship with no shields, engine, or weapons is a ripe target for a Halcyon Lance to tear in half. There we go. That's kind of the idea. I don't want to put this note in because it's like, yeah, it doesn't do any hull damage. It just does energy damage. Let's see. ECM damage can be reduced by soaks, just as quote regular damage. Miscellany posterior. Okay, so let me think about what else. What else do we need? I feel like I'm missing something. We don't really need to worry about any of that. We don't need to worry about recrewing damaged ships. Unironically, this is what a majority of the game is. Like, kind of silly to think about, but like, yeah, that is what a majority of the combat is really based around, is Starlit Blitz, in which you do combat actions, you blow things up, and then everyone dies. Let's see what time it is. It's 8 o'clock. You know what? Fuck it. We can, fuck it. We ball. Hmm. Escape pod. There is one thing for an escape pod. That is a module. Let me... Technically, if we scroll down here to the life pod, when the starship is destroyed, it automatically ejects to safety. The thing with the life pod of what occurs is that if your starship explodes violently, you eject and you're alive. For now. Oh, I should talk about ramming, shouldn't I? Actually, we do it for one thing, we have to do it for all things. Nope. Like 5, Notepad. I believe in you. What? There we go. If the ranger isn't with 1 inch of a target, they may ram them. Both ships take 3d6 damage. There we go. 3d6 damage is insane, by the way. That's a lot of damage that you just take. Oh, you're actually, you know, we can even bump that up. We're gonna say straight up 5. Well, no, 3d. Actually, no, we'll do we will say 5. We'll say 5d6 damage. That is fucking lethal to many ships, possibly. On the other hand, you are ramming one another at full speed. You are ramming your ship into another ship. That is you are a lunatic, and everyone is going to call you as such. Yum. They do have a lot of energy. They do have a lot of energy and even more. We get to do here. We get to do here. We get to put this right here. And then we get to go all the way back up. We get to double check something. We get to go here. We get to we go here. We want to increase a 20. We want to increase it by 20 roughly. Actually, if we want to do, if we start with 40 energy, 60 energy, 90 energy, 130 energy. So this would be 20, 30, 40, 50, and that would be 240. Tilde. So if we put the little tilde there, that means people know it's about 180 energy. Yeah, fighting a big ship is dumb. Don't do it. Before Nintendo cease and desist. No! Let's go! Let's fucking go! Let's do that. What explosive? Generally speaking, ablative armor as of right now. What ablative armor does is you reduce all damage by 10, but you damage your ablative armor. That's the main issue. It's you reduce any damage you take by 10, but it's like owie zowie my bony wonies. Pop shields though, pop shields are pretty decent. The thing is, the thing with the pop shield is that you add the pop shield, and anytime you take laser damage, you reduce it to 0. This doesn't seem good, but if you have a pop shield, that means you don't have to power your shields all of a sudden. So it's like, oh hey, you've taken 45 laser damage, you say, nah, pop shield, and then you don't take any laser damage. Because remember, they can fire everything off at you at once. Stick weapon. Double engine power, increase cargo capacity by 4, double aim bonus when dealing damage to a target. Okay, so that's combat, really. Honest to God, that's really combat. Everything we really need to cover. Explosive battering ram build. Explosive battering ram build. In theory, you want to make an explosive battering ram. There we go. Technically, you can do the Luddic Path ship. Now, mind you, the Luddic Path effectively says, Allah Akbar, I am going to put myself as close to you as possible and then explode. However, if you can technically get a life pod as well. If you dedicate 4 energy 4 energy and 4 space. You will deal 10d10 damage. You can get in the smallest, shittiest ship possible. Drive as fast as physically possible to the closest enemy and then detonate. And then have them sort out how they took, 46 damage. But it's... Am I saying that explosive suicide ships are a possible valid strategy? Yeah, tippy tappy vibrating the mic. Oh no, you're vibrating? Are we good? I got up. I got up to do something. Is my mic coming in alright now? Uh-oh. I don't like it when my mic does silly things. See, now we get to do something really fun. Okay. See, here's the curse thing. At the end of the month, I'm gonna sound completely different now because I'm moving. I'm moving to a different place. So I'm going to sound different and it's gonna be great. And everyone's gonna clearly know that I moved. It's gonna be real fun. My current setup is really nice, but my current setup is also going to be impossible technically over there. So it's going to be a lot of fun as I sort everything back out. But, alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call it here. I feel relatively confident where we are, because what we're going to do on Wednesday, is something very unfun, which is I am going to sit here and we are going to do advancement and then we are going to start making things. We're going to make stuff. And that's what we need to do. We just need to make stuff. Let me see. Let's see. All right. I might need to talk a little bit about how missiles function, but we can do that when we are writing stuff. At least 60 ships. See, here's the thing. Here's the absolute cursed thing. Because of how ships are set up, in theory, we could make 60 ships. We could make 100 ships. We could make literally dozens upon dozens of ships. Because these are the only 4 things we need to worry about, and then we determine what the cash cost is going to be. Or for the shipwright brands, probably not. They will all be shitty references. That's all they will be, is shitty references. And half thought out ideas. Hence why one of the ship companies are going to be called the CWC. Why? Because I want to have the Sonichu. Because it's funnier than fuck. And the Sonichu is a brick shithouse, and that can take actually a lot of damage. It has 0 maneuver, so you can't use evasive maneuvers on it, and even the Pelican's evasive maneuver is not very good. But, it's generally speaking, some of them may get, like, side notes, or you might get some things just based off the name. Where it's like, yeah, what's Simp Tech? Oh, you know, Simple Tech. It's just simple ships, and they all are the exact same. The Falcon, Eagle, and Pelican are legitimately just a flat increase of 4 for each. They are very simple and very to the point. That's it. Boom, done. Generally speaking, I might put in some other ones. Probably make terrible references to all the ships and all the other items. Most of it, now that combat's done, I feel a lot more confident in getting different abilities, different things going for it. And really, that's the ideal. After we get advancements and payments done, then we get to kind of worry about how money is going to be working. Because what I want to occur is that every time you get anytime you complete a mission, you do the payout, and then everyone pays upkeep. Where it's like, yeah, hey, I have a fucking Pelican. It costs me 160 cash every time we land to fix this up. If you could have just an extremely expensive, really good ship, the problem being you have an extremely expensive, good ship that suddenly is incredibly expensive, and you have to do bigger and bigger jobs to pay for everything. And that'll be kind of the idea. I'll probably probably have to put in like a GM section where I honestly might put it in the ranger section, in the lore section, being like, these are what rangers are, and like rangers might be based off a space station. They might be based off of a carrier. They might just be traveling around the galaxy in their own little ships and effectively convoying around. Who knows? They kind of do their own thing. But expect a bunch of stupid references, and if you have other dumb references or dumb names for ships, feel free to tell me. I will probably end up writing them in, because that's me, everybody. Hee hee hoo hoo. It is me, the Clown Man. Alright, I'm gonna call it there. Godspeed, good luck. Kissu kissu. I'm going to make dinner now. I am, as they say in the hood, away.